Alright, hi everybody. This time I want to walk you through how to take the pictures that you have in a particular file for Picasa and turn it into a video presentation. I'm just going to assume that my snow folder here, these are all the pictures that I want to create my little video of. I'm just going to select them. When you click on the button here to create the video, it actually uses them all. If you decide that there's something in there you don't want, you can easily discard it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the button, and you can see down here that it has all of the pictures that we just had in there. If you didn't want a particular image, maybe you don't want the one with the bird, you can just right click and remove. Okay. The title slide that's automatically put in is made with the name of the file as snow, so that's why that appears on the title. And the October 31st 2011 is when those pictures actually ended up on my desktop, so that's what that date's all about. So if I don't want to use that as my title slide, I can click on the slide tab here and I can change that information. So instead of it saying snow, maybe I say Christmas, and maybe I just put 2012. Okay. I'm feeling like this is the template. I'm feeling lucky. You could center it, or you can choose from any of these other features down here. I'm going to just keep it with I'm feeling lucky. Okay, but there's definitely other options here. The background color is easy to change as well as you scroll it across the spectrum. I actually prefer the black, but you can make it whatever you like. And then you can do the same for the text color. You can use the blotter and whatever you fancy, but I'm again just going to stick with the white. You can also bold it, italicize it, or outline it, or any combination thereof. I'm just going to turn those all back off because I prefer just leave it plain. You can change the size. Maybe you think 36 is a little too big here, I'm going to make it 22. And then you can change your font. Maybe I'll just go to regular Arial. Okay, but a lot of different little options you can have there. You can also come down here if you don't like a certain order of pictures. Maybe you want the one with the logs to come first, or maybe the barn next, or the shed, whatever that is. I missed. Drag it to where I want it. Okay, so there's a lot of ways you can manipulate it pretty quickly as well. I'm going to go back to the movie tab, and you can see the default transition was dissolve, which is you can make it wipe or whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at dissolve. And then the overlap time has to do with that. I'm just going to leave that alone too, just how much time one picture is going to overlap over the other. And then the slide duration, 4 seconds. You could make it up to 10. I'm going to, 4 is even a little long for me. Sometimes I like it at about 2. Depends on how many pictures you're trying to show at once. I'll just go ahead and leave it set back at 4 though for this because I don't have very many pictures in this little project. The other feature I want to show you is to add an audio track. So I'm going to say load. Now mine's already defaulted back to the music file that I want you to use. Remember the Picasa download file that I gave you? I actually have music in there for you. Let's say yours doesn't know exactly where it's at. I'm going to navigate to the desktop, because I recommended save it to the desktop, but you know where yours is saved. I'm going to open up that Picasa file, and then right there you can see mountain, snow, and music. Obviously it's in the music one, and then you can pick whichever one of those MP3 files you like to go with the project. I'm going to stick I'll Be Home for Christmas and say open, and then when I go ahead and hit play, and actually the slide duration went to 17.2 seconds because of how the option is on the slide itself, or on the music. The option was fit photos into audio. So what it did was, you're going to use the whole song, then it makes each slide, it divides up the time among the length of the song. You could also truncate the audio and shorten it down to just a particular, the slide duration, if you made it 2 seconds or 4 seconds or 10 seconds. So that what that means is it would automatically shorten the audio to just the length of time that would be allowable for this at 3.5 seconds per slide in this particular case. What I think what happens at the end of that is, when you get to the end of the times of the slide, wherever you're at in the music, it just stops abruptly. And then fit photos into the audio is what it was defaulted at, and loop photos to match the audio. So it would just keep rolling the photos through over and over again until it got to the end of the audio. I'm just going to go ahead and say fit photos to audio, and you can see that it's going to play each photo for 17.3 seconds, but no big deal. And you can see right up here that the total length of the audio track is 3 minutes 31 seconds. Anyway, going back through it, you can see each slide. If I right click on here, I could, if this is a particular slide I wanted to say something on, I could say insert a slide and put some kind of other comment on there. I could put, I don't really want to do that, but maybe you want to put one at the end, and you want it to be one that's, there's a credits one in here somewhere. Scrolling credits is the one I'm looking for, and you could put from last trip home, I don't know, there, and then we can go ahead and hit play on that, and you can see it scroll. Just another little feature you could throw in there. You could also put on any particular slide. Now these ones would be hard to do because they're pretty much a white and dark background, hard to write something on that, but you could put a title. See how the word showed up there? You could put, instead of scrolling, let's just put centered, and then if I did the same thing, you see the letters show up. I might want to make those black. I don't know, hard to find something that'll show up against that background, but I just wanted to make sure you knew that there was that option out there for on a particular slide as well, if you wanted to do something like that. But in this one, I'm just going to leave that one on the end there as a credit type image, and one on the title on the first. Okay, and then when you're all done, you just say create movie and let Picasa do the work. And there it goes, and it'll work in this draft process. It shouldn't take too long. With the audio, it does make it take a little bit longer, but it'll go through the progression here. If it was just the pictures, it wouldn't take long at all, but with the audio, it's going to take a little longer, so just we'll wait for a second here. As you can see here now, the video is all done. I can hit play here and watch it. We'll just skip it ahead here. Anyway, you get the idea there. If I wanted to, I could edit the movie to take me back to the project as it was. This would still be a finished project. I could upload it to YouTube right here as well. Okay, so I'm going to just say, you could also export the clip as well. I'm going to go back to the library, and we should be able to see here under videos. That's where anytime you make a video movie out of your pictures, it'll go into this movies folder in Picasa. Okay, that's not your movies folder in Windows. This is in Picasa's file system. Okay, so that's where that video is located as well. Another feature that I want to make sure I mention real quick, you can also sign out or sign into a web albums through Picasa. There's a free, I think it's a gigabyte of storage that you can use, and you can see sync to web. So if I sign into my account, on the internet. Okay, so now I'm in my Google account, and I wanted to say sync this. Well, that video might take a little while. Let's just sync these snow pictures. It says uploading this web album and keep it in sync. I'm going to say sync. Sure, why not? And I'm hoping this doesn't take terribly long. You can see that it's thinking. But anyway, whenever I would sign on to my Google page for Picasa, I would have this Picasa's pictures from this file online as well. And then right there you can say view online with anyone with this link is what it would be set to. You can go onto the site and modify those settings too. So you could make it open to the public, you could make it open to just people that you send the link to, so a good way to share pictures as well. Okay, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me and see if we can straighten you out. Okay, all right, have a good day.